So I'm looking to see that staples are anywhere from 3 to 6 inches. You know, somewhere around 3 to 4 inches is the best. Because an inspector is going to come in and pull your wire. And if that wire is moving because it's loose, he's going to reject it. So that's the whole idea of what the staples are, so that these wires cannot be pulled in and out of your box. So you're trying to secure it so that nothing moves. We actually have about 24 inspections that we do on every building. And it's nailing, it's how you run the wire, it just everything you can think of we're inspecting. We even do final inspections once everything's installed as far as baseboard and doors and cabinets and everything like that too, countertops. So our inspections are the basis to everything. They cannot proceed to the next part of their build unless they do get an inspection passed by us. So that is for our records. The state also requests those records. So we have to keep a lot of paperwork that shows that we were out. We looked at the building. We write down what corrections have to be made. And then we come back in, check it off that they had come in and completed what we needed done. So we need at least 1 3/8 inch clearance between your wire and the face of the stud. Because that's the length of your nail is 1 3/8 to 1 5/8. So that's what we always make sure, that this wire isn't too close to the edge of the stud. Fire caulking, we're going to get it to you. It's foam. What it is that if a fire starts in this box, it stops it from penetrating up inside your wall. So what you're doing, you're containing the fire in your box. So that's what the whole idea of why we have to seal those all back up.
Every single hole needs to be filled in, even the one with
no, not the ones with the wires in them,
okay,
because they pretty much take up the whole space. But like right here, you've got holes that are punched. They knock the clip out.
Here we go. Does that make sense, guys? Anything that we knocked out, we have to fire caulk.
And then we also have to fire caulk where the top wire goes through up. The theory is that a spark can come through that hole and get into your roof system. So that's why we would fire caulk all the holes in their top plate. So any fire that starts in your wall, because this is where it'll start, your electrical boxes. And then that fire travels up, and then it'll go through that hole and get into your roof system. So that's why we have to fire caulk that. This staple right here, come take a look, is no good. All right, so that one needs to be just yanked out. It's all crooked and bent. So I'm going to look for that. And also I want to make sure that they're tight enough, not squishing the wire, but tight to where when you pull on that wire, it's not real loose, but it can move up and down a little bit. All right, that's the whole idea of your staples. 6 inches within the box, you got to have a staple. I don't see any staples going from that wire into that box. All right, that's what we've been asking for. So that wire needed to be brought over to the 2x4 and then stapled anywhere from 4 to 6 inches. All right, that one got it. You can see that wire within 6 inches, it's got a staple. And then also back here, you've got every wire that's back behind that piece of metal has to have black tape on it.
Yep. So we'll just add tape there.
All right. So nail plates, you got them in the corner like you should, and those protect the wires because those are less than 1 3/8 inches.
Right.
That's why we stress that you drill your holes in the center of the 2x4 because that gives you the distance and you don't need a nail plate. We're just breaking them into the basics here, but we want them to understand how important the inspections are, that they get them and that everything is done correctly. An inspection is just a guarantee to the future buyer of the unit that everything was done correctly and they don't have to worry at night that, oh, did they do this right electrically? Is the plumbing run right? Is it insulated? So we document all that, we do inspections on all that, and then that goes along with the sale of the house. So you actually get a certificate from the state that this thing has been inspected and all those things have been looked at. So 4 GFIs. So out of this one, he'll run another wire out, tie it into the box outside, and then that one will loop over and come out that hole also.
Is that clear? So all we have to do is we need a 14-2 coming out of here. We need a 12-2 coming out of here. And then another 12-2 for the GFI. Those 3 need to come out over here for the next house.
So you could do 2 holes up and down right here, 1.5 holes, and you'd be fine, and it's big enough to run your wires through. And we want to make them big enough because it's easier for you to pull them through an 1.5 hole than it is through a 3/4 hole. All right, so keep it simple. Just stick with the rules, and everything works really well. You got a couple of boxes right here where this wire, the sheeting is about 2.5 inches. Again, if you guys want to do that, that's up to you. If you want to make it easy on yourself, keep it about 1 inch. Because again, trying to tuck wires in, that sheeting causes problems. Because it's harder to bend the wire back to get it in the back of the box. They're doing a great job. I come in here, the few little things that happen, even experienced electricians do the same thing. You know, that's why we have building inspectors to look at their work too. But they're actually doing a very good job as far as what it is we're explaining to them. And they're new at this, and we know that, but they're doing a real good job catching on and learning what it is we're looking for and what the state's looking for. All right?
Thank you.
And I'll be back to check this one out, and then whenever you guys are ready, let me know.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.